Hey everyone, let me show you something very crazy today. So today I was solving some of those important PYQs problems in M3 from my PYQ sheet. What I did today, so let's take an example. This is module 4, transform calculus. So basically in this module you will be given an equation and you have to find its Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform. So this was all about the module. And in this section, you can see over here, based upon the topic, all those problems is mentioned over here. So firstly, what I did, I note down all those important formula, important properties of the topic related to the topic. And when it stands to solve this problem, I solved this PYQs. But when I reached its solution, I had a doubt because there is no solution is available freely on the internet. So I had it out, is my answer is correct or not. So for this, what I did, I just paste this image, I just copy this image and I just paste it on the Google Gemini. So you could see over here, make sure to turn on the advanced math and code feature, pro mode feature, right? And just paste this image. I paste it and enter, submit. Wait for a moment. So when I solved this problem firstly on my own and for verifying is my answer is correct or not, I pasted it on the Gemini. And when I see the solution, it was totally crazy. It totally blew my mind. My answer and its response was matching accurately, right? You could see over here, they solved this problem very accurately. When you reached at the solution, right, when I reached at the solution, my answer was matching. So ultimate goal is this is how you could prepare your M3, M2, M1 with the help of Gemini. So when you solving any of the PYQs problem, just paste it on the Google Gemini and make sure to turn on this pro mode, which is basically advanced math and code, right? So 99% all those answer was accurately from my solution. So this is how you could see the solution, how to solve this problem. If you made any mistakes in calculation, maximum time I was just stuck in the calculations. Somewhere I really made mistakes in the calculations. So you could see over here, okay, where are you making your mistakes? You can identify your mistakes and ultimately you could see the solution. This is how you could prepare your semester exams. This is not a big deal, bro. But ultimately, at the last point, I would say, in some cases, Gemini can make mistakes, right? So do not blindly believe that all the responses would be absolutely correct. First and first, try to attempt the problem on your own, try to solve, and if you get stuck, then ask it. But honestly, I would say, uh, in this section, in this chart, I have gone through a long conversation, right? And 99% all these responses was accurate. So you could believe it and you could start prepare your semester from this tool. This is very easy. So this was the message and this was very crazy because before this I never ever tried this feature. Right, in my third semester, second semester, I never used it. I was just blindly watching so many random videos, so many random tutorials for this. But you could also do that. Okay, yeah, you can watch lectures. This is not a big problem, but you can also do over here. If you are interested in reading, if you want to read, if you want to read the solution, want to get things done quickly, you could use your Gemini. Now, this is for the mathematics section, M3, M2, M1, right? Now, what about some other chapters like DBMS, analysis and design and algorithm, computer organization and architecture, analog and digital communication? These are chapters which is totally very boring and very difficult. But this is not a big problem. You can also mention the syllabus into the Gemini and ask it about the question, right? You could make a notes through this Gemini and try to understand the problem, right? So reading. If you read the solution, if you ask any doubt, the answer would be into your head. And somewhere eventually when you give your paper, there will be negligible chance if you blank the paper, because if you read something about a topic you can't blank the paper, right? So that's why I encourage you, instead of just binging so many lecture. By the way, watching lectures is very beneficial to you, even though when I jump to the new topic, I quickly go to the YouTube, watching some random video, and when I have some understandability, then I used to do this. So for the new topics, understanding new things, you could watch lectures, but maximum cases, if you put your brain to reading, right, writing, making all those important diagrams on your own, making self notes, this is what actually help you to pass the exam. So this is the message I want to tell you, that this is very, very super crazy, right? And the last thing I would say, and the last thing, many of you would be thinking about, bro, do you upload notes or not, right? But I would say I can't do this right now, because even though I'm also very, very busy into my exam, and my phone is totally half broken. It's heats up immediately. The battery backup is very low, because my all this YouTube stuff I was managing only with my phone. This is 10,000 ka small phone shooting, so I can't shoot a very long videos with my phone. That's the reason for this, and ultimately my priority goes somewhere different. I was also busy in my coding. That's the reason for this. I'm not uploading this video, but I'm also not telling you that semester preparation is very difficult. I can help you as much as possible, right, in terms of the resources and any of the stuff. So that's the message for you all. Goodbye. We will see later. Goodbye.